You might not believe me when I say this, but certain fruits and vegetables used to look a lot different than they do today. And I don't just mean a little smaller or slightly different shape. I mean like really different, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Hey YouTube, I'm Courtney McGinley and welcome back to the most amazing top 5. Before we get started, I want to know, what is your favorite fruit and your favorite vegetable? Mine would have to be watermelon and pineapple for fruit, and corn, broccoli, or mushrooms for vegetables. Let me know your answers down in the comments. And before we get started, I just want to remind all of you to please subscribe to this awesome channel if you haven't already. We bring you guys new videos 6 days a week. And don't forget to show us some love and give this video a big thumbs up. Finally, let me know down in the comments what other top 5 lists you'd like to see me do. Alright, without further ado, let's get started on our list of the top 5 foods that originally looked very different. Coming in at our number 5 spot, wild banana. So we all know bananas to be long and slim and yellow in color, but believe it or not, they didn't always look like this. It's expected the first bananas may have been around 7,000 years ago in New Guinea. They were also grown in Southeast Asia, and these bananas came from 2 wild varieties, called Musa acuminata and Musa balmansana. They were smaller and round in shape and had large seeds inside. Yeah, if someone were to pass me that and tell me it was a banana, I definitely wouldn't believe them. I'd imagine it would probably taste pretty different too. In at number 4, wild corn. You'd never expect it, but it's crazy how far corn has come. Corn may actually be the most iconic example of selective breeding. It was actually formed from the barely edible teostent plant. Wild corn was first domesticated in 7000 BC, and it wasn't appealing. It was actually pretty dry, kinda similar to a raw potato. Compared to today's corn, it was 1,000 times smaller 9,000 years ago. Now it's much easier to peel and grow. Also, modern corn is much sweeter, as it's made up of 6.6% sugar compared to the 1.9% that was in wild corn. At number 3, wild eggplant. Eggplants may be the food that over time have changed the most. Throughout the years, they have come in many shapes and sizes. The eggplant as we know today is large, fat, and purple, but some of the earliest eggplants that were cultivated in China were usually white or yellow, and they actually looked like little round pumpkins. And just like pumpkins, they used to have spikes on the area of the stem that connected to the budding flowers. Coming in at number 2, wild peaches. Believe it or not, peaches used to look how cherries look today. They used to be small with waxy skin and tasted earthy, yet sweet, yet sour, yet slightly salty. Yeah, they had a lot going on. Peaches were first domesticated around 4000 BC, but after thousands of years, peaches are now 64 times larger, 27% juicier, and 4% sweeter. And in at number 1, wild carrots. The earliest known carrots were from the 10th century in Asia and Persia. It's expected they were originally purple or white, and that they were in fact very thin and had extremely long roots. Obviously, these measly carrots weren't going to do, so over time farmers domesticated these thin roots, and eventually we got to the large, tasty orange vegetables that we eat today. One thing that's always remained the same, however, is the fact that they have such a strong flavor, and that they're an annual winter crop vegetable. Also, some of the very small purple and white carrots can still be found on certain farms today. And there you have it, that's a list of the top 5 foods that originally looked very different. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.